My daughter just finished with her university education and she has very good grades and has been sending out application after application to jobs and she has heard nothing. And this is not isolated just to her. There are so many university graduates that are in an exact position like she is in, and it's not because she's done anything wrong, but it's because the market has shifted under these people. In fact, to be more precise, the market has shrunk. Many companies are laying off workers for because of AI and other reasons. Now we know it's not just AI. Okay, but in about 90 minutes, there was a day I spent with her. In about 90 minutes, I moved her from I have finished my university education, but I have no job, to a clearly written out business idea. An idea that is ready to sell, an idea that has got a full report. I'm going to show it just now. And it is this report is showing who she is, who is going to pay her, how much, and even more importantly, how to reach them. And this is not like any other business out there. This is tailor made for her. Okay. And here is what nobody talks about. The danger isn't that she doesn't have a job yet. The danger is that she could spend over a year or so looking for a job, and yet she has got this treasure of an asset that she can get paid for. It's just that the way the job market is, basically, that's the story these days. Very few get jobs at the beginning because, like I said, the market has shrunk. I myself have been out of a job, haven't been able to find a job for the past 2 years. I lost my job when I turned a few months after I turned 50, and I haven't had a job since then. And then that's when I started this business. So the numbers are okay. The numbers are not wrong. It's just that the reality of the situation is different. So let me show you the report that we have. Okay, so this is her report. She has a $5,000 per month goal, and this is who she is and what she does. All that has been laid out there. And also, we go down there. This is what it costs. This is what she's going to be selling and what it costs. All right. There's a tester session, 2 to 3 hours, and it will be about 80 to $150. They are entry prices, and then you raise them up as you go. A 4 session program delivered over 2 to 4 weeks. That's the foundation program, $400 to $700. Then there is the immersive wellness event, which is a full day or multi-session. It is 500 to 1,200. Then there's an ongoing retainer program, a monthly arrangement with an organization that wants sustained programming, from 600 to $1,500 per month. And it talks about how she's going to hit her $5,000 per month goal and so on and so forth. Who operates here? You can see not many do operate, very few. And so this is the space she's in, not here, but here, this one. Okay. And how she's going to do that, how she's going to get the clients, and there's a 30-day plan that she's going to do, and then also how it's going to grow. So I will just come back to the tiers. Okay, so this is where we're getting that 1,500 from, 1,200 rather from, but it's actually it can go up to 1,500 depending on who she is going to work with, and that's for us to get here is what I'm going to show you next. Okay, now the interesting thing about her, when I gave her this report and she read it, she said no, because it's just not her. I want to share with you now the process which we used for us to get there. The process that we used is called the Ikigai. Now, Ikigai is a Japanese concept which I found fascinating because of its accuracy. Wow, pinpoint accuracy, really. It doesn't always give you the results that is the best for everybody. So you have to take like different angles to it, which is why I do not recommend that you do it for yourself on your own. Okay. But the framework goes like this with tools like AI, and in this case, I use Claude AI. The whole process that used to take up to a week trying to figure out all these things now just took us under 2 hours. Okay. And the framework starts with 4 questions, the Ikigai questions. I asked her, what does she like? What is her expertise? What is her skill? What roles did she play in college? Okay, so she lists all those down. And then we started asking, I also asked her, what does she enjoy doing? And discovered that she likes working with children. Okay. And we looked at what does the world need? Okay. And listed all those things. And then what is the world paying for? As we were listing all these things down, the AI was able to say, yeah, there's that area. People are indeed paying for this. These are the prices, and so on and so forth. From there, now we moved through 5 steps of looking at what is happening currently in that space, where she can come and fit in the market, how much people are paying, and then generating the full report. Okay, this is how I developed the business that I'm doing right now. If you're new here, my name is Sunani, and I help people use their experience, their expertise, and their skills to come up with something to sell, so that even though they are still working, they can do this on the side and begin to build income that could replace even your salary, and so that you are not shocked when the job you have that basically leaves you. If you want to work with me on this, then there's a link in the description. Book a call, and we're going to talk and see if we can, if I'm, a, if I'm I can help you. If we are a fit to work together. Truth is, I can't work with everybody. Okay, but moving on. So when you have a direction from a document like the one that I showed you from my daughter, it's not enough. Okay, you need to know that knowing all these things is not enough. Knowing is one thing. There are people I have offered for free the Ikigai workflow. They have done it and they know how much they can make if they implement things, but they don't do it. It's just basic human nature. Unless there's accountability, unless there are goals, or unless they're pressed against the wall, I hope and pray you don't have to make decisions when your back is against the wall. That was my case. Do them now, because the job you have right now could be taken away from you like that. The contracts are brutal, but we sign up for them. So we really shouldn't be blaming them entirely. Okay. Anyway, so after I finished making the report, I gave it to her. She read, and then she says, "No, I'm not gonna do it." And this was very, very surprising for me. But we did something else differently. Now, I believe that every university graduate should go through this process because it could change the whole trajectory of their career. Because it's going to be done different. It's going to be a business that you do when you want to do. You decide how many you're going to work with, and you have time, freedom. At the same time, you are not throwing away the skills, the expertise you have gotten in the past 4 years or however many years your university degree took for you to get. Okay, so that is the process. It starts with 4 honest questions about yourself, and then we look at the market and come up with that report. Okay, now I don't want to scare anybody, but the reality of the job market is what it is. Okay, so a lot more layoffs are coming, a lot more retirements, and especially if you're over 50, it's pretty big. So I want to ask you to to start a business. Call it a side hustle, call it whatever you want. But while you are working, I want you to start that business. And a best way to start a business includes who you are. Most people online will just tell you about start this, do that, do drop shipping, do advertising, and so on and so forth, but without taking into account who you really are. The Japanese had a point in coming up with the Ikigai, trying to figure out what your reason for being is. Now, if you want to see what next I did with my daughter after she said she wasn't going to do this, then subscribe. And the next video that is going to come up is going to be about that. But if you want to talk with me about how you can start a business, you're tired of the corporate grind, or you want to make even more money or replace your salary, then click on the description box below this video, book a call with me, and I'll see if we're a match to work together. In the meantime, watch this video. Peace to you.